you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. Here's a reminder of our major stories tonight. People's Democratic Party in crucial talks to end leadership crisis rocking the party. Reconciliation Committee makes overtures to Sharif faction. Self-acclaimed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, says he's ready for negotiations with the federal government. Police in Lagos arrest landlords over alleged illegal storage and sale of products suspected to be diesel in their compounds. And tension in Ukraine as Russia dispatches new air defense missiles to Crimea. Just to remind you now that all our top stories are on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. And do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
We have some of those pictures and let's share them with you. The first one was sent in from Tinkan Island in the Apapa area of Lagos. It shows these protective bars hanging loosely on this bridge. Our eyewitness reporter calls on relevant authorities to fix it to avert a mishap. And our next photo was sent in from Area 3 in Gariki within the Federal Capital Territory. It shows a vehicle waiting for these cows to cross the road. Our eyewitness reporter wants the government to stop this rising trend. Our next photo shows travellers walking to safety after the commercial bus conveying them to their destination broke down along the Port Harcourt-Aba highway. It shows the aftermath of an accident as well involving a truck. And here's the scene of a road accident along the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway here in Lagos involving a trailer and a tanker. Our eyewitness reporter advises truck drivers to adhere to speed limits. Let's end with this photo from Akure, the Ondo state capital. Our eyewitness reporter commends state authorities for the construction of this pedestrian bridge.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Thanks a lot for all your pictures, and we ask you to send us some more. Recapturing the 25 inmates who escaped from the minimum prison in Nsukka is a task set by the Enugu State Governor, Mr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, for the prison management. The governor, who visited the facility following reports of a jailbreak, also promised to fortify the complex to prevent a recurrence. Already 6 inmates are said to have been rearrested.
On receiving the report of the jailbreak that occurred at the Nsukka prison, I decided to come here for on-the-spot assessment of the situation. I would like to reassure all Nsukka residents and indeed the entire people of the state of the unwavering commitment of government to ensuring the security of lives and property in the state and to urge them to remain calm despite the incident. Already in concert with the security agencies in the state, we have mobilized necessary machinery towards the prompt recapture of the escaped inmates and the prevention of similar occurrences in the future. I will also call on our people to assist the security agencies in this regard by reporting any suspicious movement of persons in their respective neighborhood. Enugu State is in the hands of God, and with Him as our shepherd, we have nothing to fear in Jesus' name. Amen.
The Enugu State Governor, Mr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. 6 people have been reportedly killed after a violent clash erupted in Akokwa community in Idiato local government area of Imo State. The clash is alleged to have been between some Hausa residents and indigents of their host community. Confirming the incident, the Imo State Commissioner of Police says preliminary investigations show that a middle-aged Hausa man who works as a security guard had a misunderstanding with a young woman which degenerated into a communal clash. In the meantime, the state government has called on indigents and residents in the affected area to remain calm and go about their lawful duties as normalcy returns to the area. Let's cross over to Abuja now, and here's Gloria Umezuki. Gloria.
Hello, Joma. Good to see you, and welcome to Abuja, the nation's capital. Well, residents of Kasa village in Dogowa local government area of Kano State in northwest Nigeria are concerned about the rise in cases of kidnap. The leaders of the community say at least 3 residents are still under captivity of their abductors. The threat of kidnapping has had its toll on the largely agrarian life of the villagers, who now look up to security agencies to restore normalcy.
This is Karasa village in Dogowa local government area of Kano State, a border town linking Kano to Bauchi State in the northeast of Nigeria. The village is also home to the notorious Folgore forest, where cattle rustling activities has become rampant in recent times. With lots of potentials in agriculture, the residents do not only thrive on subsistence farming, but also depend largely on commercial agriculture. The residents say the fear of kidnappers has become the beginning of wisdom. Lowell Sani, who's been through the lion's den, recounts his experience. I spent 5 days in their custody. They released me after I paid 1 million naira, which I got after selling all my properties. I don't have anything now, and government has refused to help. Lowell is not alone in this feeling of despair. Other residents too now dread the night time, so much so that they seek refuge from security operatives attached to the village. We are in a terrible situation here. Look at our farms. We can no longer go and work. Our children cannot go to school, and most of our neighboring villages have relocated here due to the fear of being kidnapped. 3 of our children are already with the kidnappers, despite the presence of police officers here, and we are not free. And from 5 p.m. we don't go out. Although the policemen here are trying, but they are not enough and are practically outnumbered by the kidnappers. The Kano State Police Chief, Rabiu Yusuf, however, assures that security operatives are working round the clock to guarantee the safety of the residents. He says it is important that the residents and the vigilante group continue to collaborate with the police to bring the situation under control.
Community policing is all about partnering with the community. So they should partner with us, give us useful information, and they collaborate maybe with the security personnel that we deploy here. I think with that they will effectively checkmate the activity of hoodlums.
The residents also have to battle with the absence of basic infrastructure like roads, schools and hospitals. The chairman of Dogowa local government area speaks on efforts being made to address some of these issues.
Government is doing a lot in collaboration with the SS, the police and the army. And, right now, the police and the army are inside the forest trying to rescue these people.
The residents are looking forward to a peaceful community once again, one that will allow the residents to thrive in their chosen vocations without any fear of attacks or molestation. That way, they can also contribute to boosting food supply in the state and, by extension, the country.
Well, staying on security matters, the Nigerian army has recovered 2 improvised explosive devices from fleeing Boko Haram terrorists in Gombori village, Borno State. According to the spokesman of Operation Lafia Dole, Colonel Sani Usman, the operation followed information provided by an arrested suspected Boko Haram terrorist. The IEDs were allegedly buried in the ground. Colonel Usman says in the process of recovering the IEDs, the troops intercepted 4 fleeing suspected Boko Haram terrorists that claimed they were on their way to surrender their arms. During the operation, the troops also rescued 5 women and a baby. The Borno state government says it's looking inwards for solutions to the problem of insurgency confronting the northeast. Well, part of the solution, according to the government, is the censorship and monitoring of Islamic preaching. The governor told members of the new board entrusted with this responsibility to ensure they identify those clerics who kill in the name of religion.
The chronicle of Boko Haram's death and destruction is one piece of history that will prompt us to remain totally focused towards ensuring that we do not make the mistake of others and allowing the group to ever return to our midst. In all instances of their regrouping, the Boko Haram sect recruited new members, mostly through open preaching, to spread their misguided ideology targeting teenagers. They had leaders who openly preach in mosques and in special gatherings without showing violence at initial levels. We must take firm, consistent and knowledge-based steps to continuously separate those clerics who preach in the name of Allah and those who kill innocent souls again in the name of Allah. Oftentimes, preachers with violent intentions start on normal note. They tend to start by being nice. They exhibit friendship to gain acceptance before they systematically begin to share misguided ideologies in their true colors.
The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board says it effected only one change to its 2016 guidelines for admission into tertiary institutions. The new policy stops universities from conducting post-UTME tests. The registrar of JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, made this clarification while speaking to newsmen during a visit to its examination body's zonal headquarters in Benin City, the Edo state capital. Well, still ahead on the news at 10, Shell Nigeria declares another force majeure on Bonny crude liftings. But that's in business news. Please join us again.